Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Basement Monsters Game Day Podcast. Halftime score is 12-7, and Baltimore. Baltimore is hanging in there, man. Dude, I swear, I thought Robert Griffin was down for the count. I thought that hammy was like, I thought it popped like a shotgun, like boom. It looked like, oh man, that looked bad. And then all of a sudden he was just like, oh, all right, cool. Shrugs it off and goes back out there. But just the clock management at the end, like I hate to say it, like Chris Collinsworth said, like that clock management at the end, terrible.
Yep.
Why run? Why not that be the passing down in case something like that were to happen? You know what I mean? And
yeah, save a little time.
Like John Harbaugh does have some type of a plea, but I mean it was to no avail there, and it's kind of a moot point anyway because you know damn well they're going to go ahead and do whatever they can to stall. Mm-hmm. As soon as that running back, as soon as he was on the ground, they were doing everything they can to stall. Even to the point where one of their players was just chilling. I mean, I get why Harbaugh was pissed because dude off the Steelers was just chilling there, laying on the ground, and I'm like, come on, man, that's delay a game at least. At least that's an official timeout, and there was nothing called. But like that's on you, John. Like you're the head coach. Like you know damn well that you should have been passing in case they got knocked down. You know what I'm saying? You had no timeouts. You burned your timeout quick, which I thought you should have went fast right away. Mm-hmm. And then maybe thought about a timeout if you ran again. But it is what it is. 12-7. RG3's hanging around, dude. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, Luke Wilson should have caught that ball in the end zone too.
He should have.
That's the other thing. I know he's only been there a week, but he's been playing in this league long enough to know better. He knows he needs to catch that ball. Right. And I don't remember where I saw it, but he has like one of the greatest player pictures ever because it looks like he literally just got out of Spicoli's Volkswagen bus. He looks it's classy. I don't know if I can't remember if it's on Madden or if it's like his player picture, but it's one of the funniest pictures ever. But yeah, I mean, Robert Griffin and.
The thing is, I get Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play on the ball, but like you said, Luke you had two hands on it. You got it at the highest point. That you were the only guy that could get two hands on it at that point. Mm-hmm. You got to come down with that ball.
That's right. And Justice Hill, he's having a really good game for the Ravens.
Yeah.
This all of a sudden, this good run defense just seems to not care about stopping the run. I guess they're worried about RG3.
Well, RG3 with the 56 yards that he has, I mean, it is the quarterback. I mean, I told you they were gonna dial up some run for RG3 as well. But after seeing him, grab that hamstring before he just kind of grabbed his leg. Really. Right. I don't know if he really went after the hamstring. But to see him grab his leg after that, and he looked hobbled running off the field, it is in question, is he going to continue to run? So for me, Gus Edwards needs to step it up. Like there needs to be more of a push when he's in the game. And Justice Hill, keep doing what you're doing. But let it be known you will be targeted now because you're the only two. And if Robert can't get outside, then I don't know where you go from there.
Yeah, just pin your ears back and come at him now. I mean, if Robert
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say if I'm Steelers defense and Robert and RG3 can't run, I'm just pinning my ears back. I'm coming after him.
Well, I mean, he has look at the passing here. I was going to go right to that right before you said that. 5 of 9, 22 yards for RG3 and an interception. Marquise Brown, 2 receptions, 12 yards. That's a leading receiver. Come on, man. Like I get it's going to be a slugfest, but you need to muster up more than that. You have enough weapons in the passing game to find something. I don't believe RG3 is that terrible. At throwing the ball, you have to find some open guys. You almost hit Luke Wilson. Yeah, I mean, you did hit him. You did hit Luke Wilson. He needs to come out with that football, but ifs and buts, dude. Like you didn't get it done.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. But I mean, here's the thing with like Hollywood Brown. So what? The Hollywood Brown has those same amount of yards when Lamar Jackson's playing. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't think it's a quarterback thing. I don't know if it's a Hollywood Brown thing or maybe it's just an offensive coordinator thing. I'm not sure. But yeah, you got to get the ball in that guy's hands and give yourself a chance. You know, create something for him down the field, let him break a tackle and get in the open field or something. Mm-hmm. You've got to. I mean, he's your number one guy. That's why you brought him in there, and now he's playing like a number 3 guy. So I don't understand where whose decision or who's play calling or if it's just him. Who knows? Maybe it's him. But yeah, like I would look for Baltimore to. They're going to have to do more than 29 yards passing. I'm sorry, especially now if RG3 is not mobile, he's going to have to throw it, and if he doesn't get rid of it, he's going to start eating sacks.
Well, I told you that it's going to be a slugfest. I knew it wasn't going to be. I mean, if the Steelers end up running away with it, if the Ravens blew their chance at keeping it competitive here, I mean, like Armando Lara Jr. says, what were the Ravens thinking? I don't know. Like that's a blow to a team, even an undefeated team. That's the type of blow you give to a team that puts them in check. Now in their minds, they're coming down the second half like, shit, are we about to lose this game?
Right.
Are we about to lose that donut to this team right now? The team that doesn't have their starting quarterback or both their running backs?
Yeah.
The team that had 19 players on the COVID list. Are we going to lose our donut to that team? That's what starts sinking into their heads. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to miss it like that, John Harbaugh, I don't know. I mean, you're a Super Bowl winning coach for a reason, but to miss that one, I thought that whole sequence was like it was a pivotal moment. It was really it could have been a turning point for the Ravens. Like I said, you lose a little bit of confidence in it with that Pittsburgh team after all they've done. They've only mustered up 12 points. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's a confidence factor.
Yeah. Well. Ben and them are fine. They're going to be just fine. They don't have to. They don't have to have a big running day. I mean, they've got more than enough weapons. Deontay's the short guy. Claypool's the deep guy.
Well, if they continue slow like that, look, Ben has even though Ben had a pick that was on fourth, that fourth down, that was a pivotal moment for the Steelers. The fourth down that they tried to go for it in the red zone after the interception, right? They tried to go for it. They tried to go for it on fourth. I get it. It was for shits and gigs. You just threw it up, but even that gives that team momentum. Even that gives them some confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did I take the points there? That one confused me because now you're up 15, right? Technically, like let's say you come out with some points. You're up 15-7. That's a whole. That's a different ball game in itself. You always have to come out. I feel like in games like this, you need to come up with points, no matter what. Especially if you're struggling. Right now, they look like they're struggling. The best part of the Baltimore Ravens defense is intact, and that's their secondary. Their secondary is on fire, and it's intact right now. And their linebackers are pretty much intact. The only thing that really got hit was, I think, their line. But that's neither here nor there. They're playing a great game. You cannot mess up. I'm talking about Ben. You can't throw another pick like that. You can't give them any leeway. You need to come out with points every time you get into the red zone or within field goal range.
Oh, 100%. I mean, like I said, we know this is a divisional game too, and these are always hard fought games, especially between these two franchises. I would lean a little bit more towards the Steelers just with their receiving core. Against that secondary, I feel like they could do a few more things, kind of confuse that secondary. Benny Snell's not going to bust off a 90-yarder or anything on you, so they're still going to run him. So you still have to play against the run. But I look for the receivers to get busy in the second half.
I mean, they've been all right. It's an Ebron that's been eating the most with 5 receptions, 43 yards, and that's fine. That's fine if you want to keep that passing game, moving, what I'm saying? So not stalemate. Ben is 16-25, 145, and like I said, that pick. And you're right. Like, Benny Snell is the second leading receiver, 2 receptions, 26 yards. You only hit Chase Claypool once, 22 yards, but one time isn't enough. The guy is going to be he's pushing for the offensive rookie of the year.
Right.
That guy, and he's been a huge part of your success. So I think you need to go ahead and try to find. And I get, like I said, like I mentioned, Baltimore secondary is intact.
Mm-hmm.
You target him a little bit more. I mean, he's a big body receiver. He wants to play. You see he belongs.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you need to go after him a little bit more. Let him play.
Yeah, him and Deontay, and maybe even pepper in Washington too. Just get it. Just bring. I look for him to maybe they don't really have to run the ball. If I was them, I'd come out and just just throw passes like consecutively, and hopefully you could get a drive going, and then get these guys backing up. Like, what are they doing? They're not running, and then hit them with the run. But yeah, I mean, I feel like once Ben starts finding these receivers, or if the receivers can start getting open, I feel like that's what's going to blow it open for the Steelers.
Well, I mean, we're going to see. We're going to see. Baltimore needs to stay. They need to keep doing what they're doing, but you can't miss on opportunities like that, especially when you get down to within feet, yards. 1 or 2 yards. We're talking about feet now. We're talking about feet now. We're talking about within a few feet of 6. You cannot leave. You cannot leave with 0. You can't leave with 0. Period.
Especially when you're not even running with your whole number 1 squad.
Right, and I'm sorry. That's on you, John Harbaugh. Like that's on you, Coach. That's on you. You need to understand. Like you don't have your A1 squad first and foremost. You have to do everything you can so that squad that's on the field understands what's going on in the situation, and maybe you yourself maybe find some sort of calm and thinks twice about how you're going to approach this, because you needed 6. You come out with 7 points there. Guess what? You're up 2.
It's a different game, yeah.
It's a different ball game. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here for the Basement Monsters podcast halftime show. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be running. We're going to be going into Halitech Hall time when this one's over. Maybe not. So if we don't get to you in the post game, we will a little bit later on tonight. Make sure to check out the Halitech Hall at 6:30 with me and Michael Halitech. We'll have John Buffone and Drew Cole from Sports Mockery talking a little Bears with us. I know it's been a shit week. It's been a shitty 5 weeks, but we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. All right, guys. Like I said, I'll let you'll see a post if we're going to pop in. If not, look for it a little bit later. But this has been the Basement Monsters Game Day podcast on Sports Zone Chicago.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.
I just heard my favorite band is in town. I'd love to get good seats, but everywhere I've looked, the ticket sites have crazy service fees.
Haven't you heard of TixSplits?
Who?
TixSplits. They don't gouge you with crazy fees. The price they advertise is the price you pay, plus a small delivery fee.
Never pay service fees again. Go to TIXBLITZ.com today. TixSplits.com. Guaranteed seats, low prices. That's TixSplits.com. Every ticket, every venue, everywhere.